The MCU has been a very successful franchise and has been a part of our lives for over 10 years. We have come to love a myriad of characters who have become household names. As we approach the release date for arguably one of the biggest movies of this year, a pivotal film for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there has been a multitude of reactions from the fans. Following recent success of women-led movies, MCU has decided to endorse their own female character. So let's take a deeper dive into this development and find out why in the days leading up to Captain Marvel's release, the movie is getting some mixed reactions. Captain Marvel was announced early in 2014, although production had started way back in 2013. Brie Larson was chosen to portray Carol Danvers, which was announced during the San Diego Comic-Con in 2016. Captain Marvel was supposed to be MCU's first female-led superhero movie. The movie was in production for the longest time, as the idea to portray Captain Marvel was floating around since Doctor Strange and Black Panther were in its early stages of production. Brie Larson signed up for the role, accepting a paycheck of $5 million. Marvel found her to be the ideal actor to portray the character given her experience in history. Captain Marvel is a decent comic book character with an honest following dating back to the 60s, back when she was Miss Marvel. So good actor, a good character, and a great studio. What could be the reason that a lot of people are bashing the film and its actor? The actor has been in the business for a while and is definitely not a new face. In fact, she's an Academy-winning actor. But this is the first time that she has been playing a high-profile character, which means that there are a lot more eyes on her. She has been criticized for using this newfound image to further many agendas that are important to her. She took it upon herself to champion many issues and even become the face for many. Marvel movies have relatively been controversy-free and free-floating in its past. They have had generally a positive appraisal from their fans for it and have stayed away from any major controversies. Larson herself is an activist for equal opportunity and representation, and has voiced her opinions in many public forums over the years. Often, her choice of words for inclusion when taken out of context sounds outright aggressive and exclusive. Here's a clip from early 2018 where Larson was defending the movie A Wrinkle in Time against critics.
All of this. Am I saying that I hate white dudes? No, I'm not. I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him.
It's not hard to understand why people could have found this offensive. Movies are not specifically made for any certain groups. They are made for the public audience, and anyone can have any opinions about such movies. What was even worse was that the men that she slandered does make up the majority of Marvel's fanbase. What was meant to highlight issues of lack of representation has offended many and created the divide that we now see. She is blunt in how she conveys her message and seems unapologetic about the way she says it. This is just one of the examples of Larson speaking out in public and conveying her message very candidly. The MCU has been predominantly a male-led franchise and most of its core followers are avid comic book readers, and it's no surprise that most of these comic book readers are men. So it came as quite a surprise to some fans when Kevin Feige declared Captain Marvel as his most powerful hero in the MCU. The MCU is a long and well-constructed universe with its interwoven characters that has transformed modern storytelling in cinema. To introduce Captain Marvel right before the final installment of the overall arc, during a period where many men feel that the modern feminists overstep from equality to supremacy, it may not have been the right time for Marvel actors to be preaching. It is a hard pill to swallow for men who have come to love the MCU for the past 10 years, having it populated with some of the smartest and strongest male figures, to have the strongest character title given to a female character. Once Marvel released their first trailer for the movie, the fanbase was already divided. They did not need much motivation to pick apart the trailer, and for a character pretty much unknown to the larger audience, the reactions were just average. It didn't give any glimpse into the character and didn't really showcase Brie as an actor either. Fans nitpicked her acting and bland facial expressions. A few memes later, the movie started to trend for the wrong reasons. Further trailers down the road offered some clarity into the character, yet failed to establish any humility within them.
A race of noble warriors.
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
The fact that Rotten Tomatoes pulled away reviews from users in order to protect the image of the movie shows how acute the scale of dissonance is towards Captain Marvel, or more accurately, Brie Larson. Marvel has been on damage control for the past few weeks. Although the movie has received some heat in the past few months, it is still expected to do well at the box office, predicted dominantly by the number of advanced ticket sales. Since it has not sat right with some fans just yet, it may not reach its full potential. Nevertheless, the predictions are that Captain Marvel will be a hit at the box office and many folks will frolic to the theaters. We have seen in the past decade alone that female-led movies can definitely be successful and have good potential.